Morning on the African savannah. The air still carries the coolness of the night. A mother cheetah climbs high on a termite mound, allowing her to survey the No rustle of grass escapes her eyes. The burden on her shoulders is unusual, because she is not alone. Beside her, 3 cubs brim with energy. Innocent and carefree, she must remain vigilant. Meanwhile, at the other end of the plain, herds cross the vast grassland. Among the sparse, tall grasses, wildebeest and zebras graze with heads down. This land is renowned for its coexistence of vitality and danger. Kenya, a nation straddling the equator. As early as the 19th century, explorers called it paradise for animals. The Masai Mara lies in southern Kenya, bordering Tanzania's Serengeti Plains. Together they form one of Africa's largest and most magnificent protected ecosystems. The mother cheetah remains on high alert. She knows predators may appear at any moment. Her cubs are at their most vulnerable stage. In the wild, this is the most dangerous time for young cheetahs. To witness a complete cheetah family is a rare stroke of luck. A cheetah usually gives birth to 4 to 6 cubs, but few survive to adulthood. Most fall victim to hyenas and lions. The mother urgently needs to find food for herself and her cubs. Her gaze has already locked onto a herd of topis in the distance. They graze quietly with heads down, unaware that danger is closing in. All she needs is the right moment and distance. The cheetah is the embodiment of speed. Her slender body and long limbs make her the fastest hunter on land, yet such bursts of power last only 10 seconds. Thus, only 1 in 5 hunts succeeds. This time, she fails again. Returning empty, she goes back to her cubs in disappointment. The sun is about to set. The hunting time has come to an end. In the grass, hyenas and leopards also wait for their chance. In the Masai Mara, the struggle among predators never ceases. But for the cubs, everything still seems like just a game. A female topi has separated from her herd, preparing to bring new life into the world. She is extremely sensitive, unwilling to be disturbed. So we turn our gaze to two nearby cattle egrets. They patiently and gently care for their chicks. A touching scene. "20 minutes later, new life has arrived. A healthy young topi lies quietly in the grass, its patterns blending it with the earth. Almost impossible to detect. The mother watches from a distance, deliberately keeping away to avoid drawing predator's eyes toward her newborn calf. If danger strikes, he can escape relying on speed. Yet the true challenge is, the calf must quickly learn to stand. Only a few minutes later, he begins his clumsy attempts. His first efforts are wobbly and stumbling. But with each struggle, he grows steadier. Soon after, he is able to follow in his mother's footsteps. His journey of life has now begun. In another corner of the savannah, 3 hungry lion cubs anxiously await their mother's return, their stomachs rumbling, eager with impatience. The lioness finally appears, her sweet milk soothing their hunger. Unlike cheetahs or other big cats, lions are social animals. Lionesses within a pride are often related by blood. They raise the cubs together. Sometimes they must endure the playful attacks from their boisterous cubs. When mothers are unwilling to play, the cubs practice mock fighting with each other, gaining strength through play, sharpening their instincts. Meanwhile, the father usually keeps his distance, appearing indifferent to the cubs. Yet when a threat approaches, he will not hesitate to step forward, defending the pride with his life. Not far away, another trio of brothers comes into view. They lounged lazily beneath a lone tree, enjoying a moment of leisure. Since leaving their mother, they have remained inseparable. Up in the tree, a vulture watches coldly, hoping the cheetahs won't stay idle, but hurry and hunt. After all, waiting under the scorching sun for scraps is no pleasure. One of the three finally rises. He is trying to wake up his brothers. They nuzzle and lick each other, strengthening the bond of brotherhood. The third one soon rises as well, rubbing against the tree trunk. He seems displeased with the scent there. So he leaves behind his own scent mark. The brothers follow suit one by one. After spending some energy, they lie down again to rest, and must wait patiently. At this time, the pride has also completed a hunt. The male lion eats the spoils first, followed by the rest of the members in turn. The peaceful facade quickly vanishes. Each lion fights desperately for the biggest share. Not far away, a black-backed jackal watches quietly, waiting for a chance at the leftovers. He must endure, waiting for the right moment. Finally, once the lions are satisfied and leave, the jackal pounces on the remains, overjoyed. But new dangers soon arrive. The pride now needs water. Not far away, a stream flows. It attracts all life on the savannah. But before heading there, they need a short rest. Their bellies are too full. An adult lion can swallow up to 20 kilos of meat in one sitting, enough to last for 2 days. After the meal, they lick each other, snuggle together, healing the rifts caused by fighting over food. All conflict vanishes in an instant. The lion's feast ends with a drink by the riverbed. The Masai Mara lies east of Lake Victoria. This area belongs to the lake's drainage basin, and therefore receives ample rainfall, much more than most of Africa's arid lands. Every year from September to October, hundreds of thousands of wildebeest and zebras migrate here from the Serengeti, chasing fresh green grass. But now the pastures have been grazed bare. They must move on again, following the path of the rains. As if driven by an invisible force, the mighty herds set out once more. The greatest animal migration on Earth is reenacted again on this ancient land. The Mara River is the lifeline of this savannah. But over the past decades, its water volume has dropped by 60%. Deforestation and increasing water use from a growing population have caused this great river to shrink year by year. If this trend continues, the riverbed may dry up during the dry season. The blow to the ecosystem would be immeasurable. A massive pod of hippos inhabits the river. During the day, they stay submerged, shielding their skin from the burning sun. Low grunts echo all around. This is how they communicate and mark territory. When dusk falls, the hippos emerge from the water, their wide mouths grazing the riverside grass. If anyone dares block their path, the consequences are unimaginable. The Mara River is also crocodile territory. They can even go months without eating. But they know the feast is about to begin. Twice a year, wildebeest and zebras must cross the river. Huge herds linger on the banks. The air is thick with hesitation and fear. Dust fills the air. Their cries thunderous. Suddenly, the herd surges forward like a flood, no longer able to stop their steps. Wildebeest leap into the torrent one after another, followed closely by zebras. For a few individuals, this river will become a death trap. While crocodiles enjoy a bloody feast, but many more lives still reach the far shore, continuing their journey. Yet the danger is not over. Steep, slippery banks cause many wildebeest to fall, some even trampled by those behind them. The frenzy of crossing often comes suddenly and ends just as abruptly. Large numbers of animals remain on this side of the river, waiting for the next chance. When we meet the cheetah mother and her cubs again, they are still happily playing in the grass. Suddenly the mother leaps up, her gaze fixed on the distance, then she halts. A young male cheetah approaches them. The mother swiftly blocks in front of her cubs, guarding them with all her strength. Fortunately, the males show no hostility. The mother gradually relaxes. The tension dissipates. They seem to know each other. The cubs are not in danger. The three males are simply curious about the spot where the cheetah mother rested, lowering their heads to sniff and explore. With countless awe and emotion, this Masai Mara adventure comes to an end. But the next journey is already budding in the heart. Perhaps we will meet again. This cheetah mother and her cubs. A year later we return to the Masai Mara. It is late September, the season of the return migration. Herds of wheat and zebras gather here once again, preparing for the journey back to the Serengeti. In the distance, a cheetah lies on a termite mound. Could it be the same mother we saw a year ago? Indeed, beside her are two nearly grown cubs, still playful and full of energy. The third cub pops out from behind another termite mound. Miraculously, all three cubs have survived. Now they are close to adulthood. After some chasing and play, they calm down. At last, the mother can rest. In the Masai Mara, raising 3 cubs to this stage is nothing short of a miracle of life, a rare, bright moment in nature's cycle. Yet, to protect this African paradise, humanity must still make greater efforts.